They say you can't change the world, but you can change one person's world. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to Mental Health Tuesday. Today we talk about mental health and everything, and how to help our loved ones who are suffering from mental health condition or mental health issues. On Fridays we talk about financial health, and on other days randomly I give you a sneak peek of my lifestyle. So today we are talking about mental health. If you're new here, thank you so much for coming. Please make sure you're part of this family. Subscribe, like, share, invite other people to join in. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always being here. You really appreciate it. Keep coming for more. Today we're gonna talk about depression. I have all my notes here. We're gonna talk about depression, but mostly we're gonna focus on how to help our loved ones who suffer from depression, because and here we are trying to create, in this channel we're trying to create awareness on mental health issues and how to incorporate people who suffer from mental health condition in our day-to-day lives, so that we can avoid the stigma and end the stigma. Most importantly, end the stigma. So depression can vary from one person to another. There's symptoms of depression, there's classic symptoms of depression, but different people can have different symptoms, and there's some people who can have depression and still function at a very, very high capacity, and there are people who can have depression and not function, like it completely takes away from them. So some classic signs, some signs of depression include, and this one does not entail like the whole everybody, like I said, it can differ from one person to the other. These are some of the signs of depression. Feeling sad, tearfulness, hopelessness. People can, you know, like all of a sudden feel like there's a cloud on them. They're always sad. They're always like something small kind of pushes them on the edge. They can't really function. They're just sad. They feel empty. You know, I believe everybody at one point in life has felt like so empty and hopeless. So that can be a sign of depression. That can be like an early sign of depression. Another sign can be being angry, being irritable. You know, small things push you to the edge, or push these people to the edge. Like little things that, you know, don't matter in life will make them so much irritable and will make them react really bad. So that can be a sign of depression. You know, sometimes we call them moodiness, or you know, people become moody. Yes, it can be, but it can also be a sign of depression. The other one is loss of interest in things that somebody used to like, you know, going out, if somebody was outgoing and all of a sudden they stop being outgoing, or if somebody, you know, loss of interest in like pleasurable things, they call it anhedonia, things that you used to like at one point and then now you're not liking, loss of interest in things like sex, loss of interest in things that normally a person who's healthy and well, mentally healthy, mentally strong, will find pleasurable. They do not interest these individuals. The other point is tiredness, loss of energy. You just feel tired all through, in the morning, night, even without working, without, you know, doing activities that make somebody tired. Somebody feels tired and, you know, just exhausted throughout. So that can be a sign of depression. The other one will be changes in appetite. Some people, when they're depressed, they stop eating, and some people, they overeat. You know, it depends. People react differently to these. There's some people who are food, they find solace in food, and there's some people when they're depressed, they do not eat. The other thing that goes hand in hand with depression, and it's another mental health condition, is anxiety. All of a sudden somebody becomes anxious all the time, and this can be a sign. You know, you can have anxiety and you can have depression, so this can be a sign of depression. So anxiety, as much as its own diagnosis, it can also indicate a sign, indicate depression. And a lot of people who've been diagnosed with anxiety, they also have a secondary diagnosis of depression, and vice versa. You know, when depression gets like worse, and when it's really, you know, taken over these people, people will start feeling empty. When you're feeling emptiness, it can be an early sign. But when somebody starts, you know, thinking about ending one's life, that's when, you know, depression has gone to another level, and that is a very serious sign of depression, and that's somebody who needs help like yesterday. So that, you know, when people start thinking about, you know, things like, you know, death, or, you know, all through all the time, then that can be a sign of depression. So how do we help these people? How do we help our loved ones who have depression? There are a few things that we can do for these people. First of all, when you see signs of depression in somebody, when you see somebody that is low, normally acting different than they are, before you know, obviously diagnose, you're not supposed to diagnose, before you conclude it's depression, talk to them. You know, find out what's going on, because mostly depression is triggered by something. It might be triggered by other things in life, or somebody might just be having a bad day, or a bad, you know, time, bad season, and they're going through low. Just talk to people, know where they are. You know, when you without talking to somebody, you cannot for sure conclude that they're depressed. And be somebody who listens, be willing to listen and offer, you know, not even offer help. You just listen to them and see what they are willing to share, and then from there you can, you know, continue helping them if need be. If they tell you that they are depressed, and they think, you know, if they give you the classic symptoms of depression, that you know they're going through a hard time, you can encourage them to seek help, encourage them to seek professional help. You can be there, listen to them, and help them through the way, and be, you know, their friend, be somebody who they can come and confide in, but at the same time encourage them to seek professional help. It's okay to seek professional help when you have mental health conditions. I know it's, you know, for a long time people have shunned that, but it's okay. So you can encourage them to seek professional help. Before you even encourage them to seek professional help, explain to them that, you know, like I said, you know, seeking help is not for the weak. You explain to them that depression is a medical condition, a psychiatric condition, just like any other physical condition, and it can be treated. And yes, you can seek help for it, just like you can go to the doctors for your headache. Encourage them to go seek help, because they will get help. It doesn't mean that they will be treated with medication. Sometimes they will get therapy, sometimes, you know, other things, so they will have somebody who just listens to them. Just having you listening to them, that will help them. Encourage them to seek help. Explain to them that depression is a condition just like any other physical psychiatric condition that can be treated, and they can come through that. And if they're going through a seasonal thing, be with them, walk with them through the way. You know, all we can do is offer ourselves to others, as we would like people to offer themselves to us when we are going through a hard time in life. That is, you know, one of the most important things that we can do to other people, and other people can do to us when need be. So when doing such things, you know, after you've helped, you've offered help, you've encouraged them to seek help, hopefully they will seek help. Keep working with them through these, you know, keep talking to them, keep being open to listen to what they're saying, and helping them. And, you know, obviously they will get either a doctor or a therapist to walk through them. And always keep an eye on worsening of these conditions. Like I've said, some of the worsening signs can be suicidal talks, suicidal ideations, and when they get to this point, then, you know, if you've been watching them or like being close to them, it will be easy for you to identify when the depression signs are worsening, so you can seek help ASAP if need be. And I hope it doesn't get to this point. We've seen a lot of stories lately, a lot of people ending their lives or ending other people's life, which is really, really sad. But you know, if just paying attention to people close to us, the people closest to us, our friends, our families, our co-workers, people, you know, sometimes you can identify these things and you can help prevent something. You might not even know that you've helped prevent something bad, but somebody might, you know, somebody might be thanking you privately. They say you can't change the world, but you can change one person's world. So when you're out there, please offer yourself to others in a good way, and be willing to receive others in your life too, so you can get help if need be. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to keep seeing you here. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you're returning, thank you so much. Like, share, comment. I will see you on the next time. Thank you. Bye.